Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, beautiful ladies and handsome gentlemen. Thank you so much for attending today's meeting in this beautiful morning. And today I want to talk about how do we build our personal brand. But before we get into the topic, I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Asfarina Radiana, and I study at Polytechnic State of Malang. And now let's get into the topic. So in this digital era, the things that we show on social media is really matters. It's how the society will see us. If we post a lot of our business content, they will see us as an entrepreneur. And if we show a lot of food content, they will see us as a food blogger or food reviewer. So that's why build a personal brand is really important because that's how people will see us. If we have a good and high value personal branding, your personal brand is what sets you apart from others, showcasing your strengths, values, and expertise. Building a personal brand is not about creating a facade, but about authentically expressing who you are and what you stand for. And now I want to talk about how to build a personal brand. But think before we talk about that, let's think about what is personal brand. So personal brand is a consistent of perception or impression of an individual based on their experience, expertise, competencies, action, or achievement within a community, industry, or the marketplace at large. Personal brands may be deliberately modified to reinvent a public persona. Your personal brand, on the other hand, is much more intentional. It's how you want people to see you. So your personal brand is about visibility and the values that you outwardly represent. Why is personal branding is important? So in an era where people's attention spans are getting shorter by the minute, the need to make an impression is more important than ever. And the best way to do this is by creating a solid and memorable brand identity. So these are the reason why personal branding is important. First, helps one stand out from the crowds. It's more important to have a strong personal brand in today's competitive job market. A personal brand results from the other thing and say about you when you are not in the room. It is your reputation, and it can make or break your career. In a world where everyone has a degree, employers are looking for candidates with something extra that makes them unique. By developing a solid personal brand, you can make yourself one they remember. Second one, it leads to opportunity. A personal a personal brand is the unique combination of skill and experiences that make you who you are. It's what makes you unique and sets you apart from everyone else. By developing a personal brand, you are giving yourself a competitive advantage. People will remember you and your brand when they look for someone with your particular skills and expertise. In addition, a strong personal brand can lead to new opportunities. Next is your audience will trust you more. Personal branding is the process of creating an identity for yourself as an individual, and this involves developing a well-defined and consistent look, message, and presence online and offline. There are many psychology-based reasons why you might want to work on your personal brand. For one thing, it can help you build trust with your audience. When people feel like they know who you are and what you stand for, they more likely to trust you. And the last one is people will always screen you online. In this digital age, personal branding has become increasingly important. With social media, it's easy for anyone to find out information about you. And as a result, it's essential to be aware of how you are presented online. Personal branding can help you control the narrative about yourself and introduce yourself in the best light possible. And next is the benefits of personal branding. First, it's improve credibility as you showcase your skill and highlight your knowledge. And the next is differentiation as you explain what sets you apart from other people in your space and demonstrate your specialties. And next is a lasting impression. The more you show off your personal brand, the more you give people a way to remember you. And last is connection to your target audience as they begin to understand who you are and what you stand for. Next is the critical elements. First, we have authenticity. You can't fake your brand. Doing so will only lead to inconsistency in how you present yourself, which people will catch on to sooner or later. So always start this process from a place of sincerity. Next is values. Your brand values are your characteristic and traits people associate with you. Depending on your industry, profession, and audience, this characteristic may be certain aspect of yourself that you want to amplify. Next is integrity. Building a personal brand isn't just about obtaining success, it's also about defining and sticking to your principle and not allowing external forces to compromise your integrity. And next is charisma. A good brand should make you stand out from the competition. A lot of people are good at what they do, so you must ask yourself what about yourself makes you unique. And the last one is trustworthiness. You'll build trust in those around you when you deliver the work you say you can do and keep consistent with your values and principles. The result is better opportunities in your professional and personal life. Next is how to build a personal brand. First, figure out who you are. Figuring out who you are might sound like strange preposition, but how well do you know yourself? To build a solid personal brand, here is one tips that you can do. First, you have to ask yourself, what do I struggle with? What drives me? And what kind of task drain my energy? And the last one is, what do people compliment on me? Next is consider who you want to be known. Once you've worked out who you are today, you can start focus on who you want to be tomorrow. Try not to focus too much on the things you want in life, but on the habits required to be the person who get those things. And next is define your niche. Your aim should never be to try and please everyone with your brand. It's waste of your energy and resources. Instead, focus your efforts on defining your niche and working to appeal to your particular audience. Next is optimize your social footprint. Once you honed in your specific audience, ask where these people can be found and what they are looking for. After you've answered this question, start building your online presence to cater them. And the last one is network like crazy. The point of networking is not to try and amass a following. Impressive though it may seem, having thousands of followers won't do you any good if no one is engaging with you. Your real aim is to create connection and foster communication. And last, we have the example. Here we have Titan Tyra. She's branding herself as an entrepreneur and honest content creator. She put her business or her brand in her bio and put honest content creator as her branding so that people know that whenever she reviews a product, she always gives the honest review to the audience. And that's all from me. Thank you so much for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.